It's grim up north, but it doesn't stop the rats infesting your house. This one is going to be a bit challenging because it's that house there. It's joined to 4 other houses. There seems to be only one manhole, but we'll find out a little bit more when we get our cameras in and see how these rats are getting into this property. I think it's something to do with that extension. But let's go and find. Come on, let's go and find how these rats are terrorising this client. This one's gone on for 4 or 5 years, I believe. Is that the same for you? Well, perhaps you should get us out to actually get to the root cause, because just like you, Graham here, our client, he's gone through the same as you have. He's had all the idiots out, putting poison down, and the rats just keep coming back, don't they? You know, it's really weird. They come back.
God, it's so windy.
It's so windy and cold. They keep coming back twice as fast, don't they? So you have a year's gap, 6-month gap, 3-month gap, 2-month gap, 1-month gap, and you might already be at the point where it's absolutely constant. Poison's never going to work with rats inside houses, and let's show you why. So I'm going upstream now on the surface water, which shouldn't have any poo and stuff in it, right? As I've been pushing up here, I don't know if you'll see any. So this, see all those little flies all flitting about? I'll disturb some more. Well, what there, look, see it on the screen.
You can't see anything, man.
You're not.
No.
Well, what I'm seeing in there is loads and loads of little, what we call filter flies or drain flies. You can see some flitting around here. They should be where the shit is, because that's what they feed on. And this should just be surface water. So that's kind of a little inkling that something's not quite right up there. It's a shame it's so bright again today. But if anyone has got any ideas on how to make our screens on all of our cameras not as reflective, please let us know. Please let us know. Oh, we've got little mushrooms and stuff growing up here. Look, seeds. I mean, they could have gone down there, I suppose. Yeah, it's like a bloody garden growing in here.
So we're going upstream now into the surface drain that's running under the house, and as we were saying earlier, you can see all these filter flies. Oh, these filter flies in the soil.
Just move to your right a bit, Rick.
So you can, if I put my knee there, you can see. And it's very dry in that pipe, and the reason why that's a bit suspicious to us is that it's been raining all morning, so it kind of tells us that that is no longer connected to the guttering pipes. What are you in now? Is that a manhole? That's a manhole, wasn't it? You was just in. I could have sworn you went through a manhole. Now the camera's got mud on it, but yeah, because what we're trying to show you right now is that we believe that we can see loads of vermiculite, which is like, I believe it's a mineral, and they used to use it for loft insulation. They use the same stuff in plant pots and things like that. It's like kind of like a white kind of stone-looking substance. There's spray some water on it again. On the head, it's gone blurry again. It's better. It's not fantastic, but it's... And this is why it's so annoying when people keep putting down oil and grease down the sewers, because the camera, it just gives it a kind of point where all of the grease kind of just makes the water do weird things on the lens. Okay, third try. Let's go in there. Yeah, see all this soil building up and how fluffy it all is. Oh, it's just gone all over it again. It's completely black. No, it's completely caked up. It wouldn't be too bad if we could run a tap further down the system to rinse off the camera. Yeah, I think it's literally been left behind and not connected to anything. So we've just tried that literally 4 times, and it just keeps on getting the camera all covered up in crap. So we're using the other camera now, and what we can see here... Do you want me to do it? So what we can see here... Because this stupid reflective screen, this is, oh my god, now the sun's come out, now I literally can just see me. That's ridiculous. Right, there's a pipe. Right, you're just going to have to take my word for it, because the sun's come out and we can't, for some reason, see anything on this screen. Oh, that's better. Now it's reflecting the brickwork behind me. So, there's a thing. This is so annoying, because we're trying to explain stuff to people and we can't even show you what we're trying to explain. Oh, there we go. Look, if we cover that up now. So this is an old manhole, what we're looking at here. And then if you notice, there's a half round piece of pipe that's been put over the top of it to seal this manhole, so it becomes a through pipe, if that makes sense. So as opposed to having pipes coming in to the sides of it, those pipes are still there, and they've just put a half round piece on top of the manhole to kind of like bury it, I guess, to get rid of it. And if we carry on up here, through the...
Is that not something there?
Oh, it's hard to tell. I don't think the gap's big enough, but I mean, there is a bit of a gap there, up the back of that. So there could literally be problems on that. And then let's not forget there could be a gap right up the back here.
Keep going, man.
Yeah, okay.
My spidey senses are saying.
And then there's the vermiculite again. Annoyingly, off camera, we just found a piece stuck to the end of the camera, and then we dropped it. Okay, so that stuff that you see that's white is in his loft. So it makes you wonder, how did that get in there? It's because the rats have got out.
We've dug that out.
Oh, it's polystyrene, look.
Yeah.
The same as this, if I've got the piece here. This is polystyrene, so it wouldn't surprise me if that is the underfloor insulation, because of the extension would have had different building regulations. And if you look at that pipe there, it's nearly there, look. Yeah. There. So there's a pipe to the...
Do you want me to point? So
let me move myself. There you go.
There's a pipe coming into the side there, and look, you can see all of this debris here. There's a little bit of brick in there and all sorts, and it's all coming down there. You can almost see it like flowing out of there as the rats have been going up there and digging away. I really want to give it a push.
Look at that, that's a really good shot there. Yeah, really good shot. All of that is polystyrene from underneath his house. And it almost looks to me, we can slightly see around that corner.
Another shot.
Yeah, if we can get just past that. No, now he's come back. Yeah, we're literally looking straight up there. Yeah, so that... Now, another thing I'd like to point out here is we know that that's not in use, because if it was in use, all of that polystyrene would have been washed away because it's so light and it would just float on the top of the water. And also, the soil's all fluffy, which tells us that there's no water going down it. And that pipe is underneath the extension. So, what do you think's happened? It's kind of obvious, isn't it? The builder has left that pipe underneath the house.
Now I'm going to do, just for a better shot, I'm going to take my coat off in between the April showers.
Yeah, that's...
Jump in there and give it a push.
That's quite conclusive, isn't it? And I mean, the mad thing is there might be problems further upstream of the...
That's where I'm going to try and push this now. Struggling with the table.
You might not be able to hear him, but he's just trying to get in there to
give you guys a better look.
To give us a better look, because we've seen this already. We're just trying to show the viewers. Yeah, it's 100% redundant pipe, that is. Oh, it just keeps buckling up on itself. Yeah, there's too much soil in there. I mean, no.
What we'll do,
no one's going to be able to hear.
I think what we'll do, Rick, we'll get the jetter and we'll jet that out so we can have a better look at it and maybe follow it up with the camera at the same time with the jetter.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to see all of the polystyrene come flying down the pipe. Yeah. So we've come around here. That's our camera. And then look at all the rat holes around here. Yeah. Look at that, that's insane. Oh, they're literally going straight under the building, look.
Somebody's shine a torch.
No, I've got it pretty good.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so they're going to be getting underneath
here.
All of this has been excavated. Sorry about the wind noise, I left the mic. That's not even in place, look, it's literally just
sat on it, isn't it?
It's literally just sat on top of it. There's
move this?
You can see all the rat marks on the black plastic.
Let's try and lift it, mate. Let's come round the back of me because it's bloody heavy.
Sorry about the
wind. Look, massive. Oh, to my right here.
Yeah, I can just about make it out.
Oh, lift it up.
No, lift it up.
That's a really sad building.
Oh, look, and here's the polystyrene. Look.
Well detectived.
Yeah.
Well detectived. Yeah.
I swear there's an open sewer pipe right there. Lift that slab up. I'm sure I can see.
I'm scared too.
I'm sure I can see a collar. This one here. No, leave that one in.
That's sat on that.
Yeah, no. Right, hold the camera a sec.
Yeah, is there a rat hole going on?
I think that's a smashed open sewer pipe or something. It does look like a
So
sewer.
that's a rat run going through there.
That is a
underneath
sewer
that.
pipe. Makes you wonder what was here before.
Well,
It's pretty bad.
oh,
There's rat holes everywhere around here. Let's just put some
and
back
that, and lo and behold, as usual, no one in this row of 4 houses has got rats apart from our client, and that's bullshit, isn't it?
At least we know where everything's going.
Yeah. Bloody hell. What's that? Hold on, watch my fingers. You're in. That's it. I think it was just like that.
Like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's why all these slabs are all loose. There's their soil stack coming down.
Well, look, so at least we now know it's all running this way, and we've got the.
Right. So how are we going to solve this problem? I think it's going to be
The
a
only solution's a flap, really,
6-inch
unless
flap.
he wants to knock his extension down or dig his kitchen up.
yeah.
And this is why we use them so often.
Okay. Right. Let's go back to where we started then,
Yeah.
and we'll show you that on the camera as well. So this is the same gully pot, but the next person towards our client. And I noticed this jammed in a hole, and there's another rat hole. And yet again, this is where people lie when it's about rats, I'm afraid. Instead of just being honest and open, to just make our life a little bit easier. We always find out in the end now, don't we?
We're back round where we were, and luckily, well, unluckily, the sun's come back out again, so we can't see. But what we're gonna do now? We're gonna jet it out, aren't we?
We're going to jet that side out, that camera's in, so we can have a better look up there.
Yeah,
And if you fit in flaps, what can be a problem with rat flaps, if you don't know what you're doing, is the flap, right? It needs to be as close to the bottom of the pipe as possible. What we don't want to happen, because now we know that there is some water that goes in. No, I'm wrong actually.
There's no water that goes into
No
it.
water goes into that, but even so, because it's on a slope, nature will slowly maybe bring down some stones and lift up the flap a little bit, enough for a rat to get underneath it, just like a row shield flap, because they're already like that, aren't they? So don't buy row shield flaps, get the Pest Interceptors flap. But that's where we can see that we are, look, right up there.
If I zoom in on that, so what we're looking at there is the grate where it was just showing you where it was all very windy, so apologies for that, with all the rat holes around it.
We've had all day on
Yeah,
that,
and I'm stood like 5 meters away.
Perhaps that's the technique.
How bizarre.
So crazily, that shouldn't really have been plumbed into this.
No, it shouldn't
Should
have.
it?
No.
Because this is supposed to be the foul water.
So they've plumbed in into the foul water. So so far what we found is a pipe that's been left under the extension, and there were 2 other pipes that I found off camera that were completely bone dry, and they should have been wet because, like I say, it was raining before we got here.
Ah, looky here. We've got a better view of that. So that was the inside of the manhole.
What I was trying to show you earlier, and we couldn't.
And now we
the
can
sun.
see. You can see there's half a pipe been stuck on the top. But looky here, right underneath there.
Yeah.
And the client was just saying that underneath the concrete floor here, it's actually got the polystyrene insulation, so that would explain all them polythene balls, wouldn't it? But let's carry on jetting that out and have a better look. In fact, I might pull back a little bit
what's
more.
happening at the moment? Keep it there, because I need to basically somehow get the jetter to go through it.
Past it. Ready?
1 second. I think I can do this by twisting it. Don't press the trigger. What we need to do is get it to sink into the middle of the pipe by twisting it. Oh, it's spun all the way around. Press the trigger. I think I got through. I think I got through somehow. Yeah, I think we got. I think we
See if I
got.
can clean the camera off somehow. Yeah, go on, keep jetting.
I think I got through. Can anyone see that man?
Look at all the polystyrene that's coming out. Pull this all the way back.
So if you can't hear us, what we're saying is we've got past the manhole that's been built over. We're jetting it out now, and you can see all that soil in there, and you'll soon see, oh, in fact you can see right there in the middle of the screen that there's loads of polystyrene balls in there that have come out from that built over manhole, and all the builder needed to do was put a little bit more effort and throw a bag of concrete over the top of that half-round pipe that he put in there. And that would have made a massive difference, wouldn't it?
You can see them all, look. In fact, can I get them on the camera there, look? On this camera.
See. So many polystyrene balls there.
See all that coming out. Just move the camera a little bit and you can see them all, look.
That's so obvious. Yeah. And that's come from underneath the manhole and from the redundant pipe. Again, same old, isn't it? Another builder, another plumber.
And
put the pipe in the wrong place.
It's really rare to actually have just one problem on a building, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always the same old thing. So we're going to show you now how many flaps. In fact, you know what? I was going to say we're nearly done now.
Isn't your finger covering the camera?
Little tiny bit. We haven't even got into the new stuff yet. This is all the old stuff that's been bypassed by those two pipes there, that one and that one. And we're in the ones underneath those pipes. So this might take quite a few flaps to sort this out, Rick.
Yeah, let's carry on looking.
Okay.
So we've gone back up there with the camera now. And we've gone past the pipe that was on our left that was full of all the polystyrene, which we know to be redundant. And as we've gone further and further down, you'll notice if you push forwards now, so basically where we've gone up the pipe, there has been a gap after we found the break on our left hand side. There was soil before that, so the soil's come out the hole and it's settled in the pipe. And then once we've gone past that point, it's clean, and we've gone all the way to the end of here. And then the soil started to build up again. So that means that there's 2 points where the rats have been digging to get outside of the pipe. So if you can see how the pipe's becoming less and less to the point where the camera can no longer fit, that is very obviously another redundant pipe. And it would make sense because the pipe that we just showed you in the back garden where the plastic pot with the camera in the top of it, that should have been connected in correctly into the other system. So into this system, sorry. So where is that pipe? They must have literally just smashed it off, left it there, and then replaced it with the plastic one that went into the foul water. Yeah, so we're going to show you again now for the final time, hopefully. See how it's all clear? All clear, no gravel, no stones, no nothing. There's the jetter. All clear. And then you'll see somewhere now on the left where we was originally trying to get through. There, go forwards a bit. Crystal clear image now. Look up there. Come back a little bit. All that polystyrene balls has come from underneath his house.
This is how easy it is to fit a rat flap. So basically the way the rat flap works is the rats come out of those redundant pipes, go through the flap like that. So does your poo and your water. When the rats come back in your house, they can't because they've got this perfectly stainless steel quality flap. Please, and honestly, look through our videos and see how many times people have watched our videos, okay, and then they've fitted flaps from other companies and they've still got rats, and then we've gone out, and the reason they've still got rats is because they saved themselves 30 or 40 quid on the flap. The reason they're expensive is because they're quality gear. It's as simple as that. And yet we sell them, and they're the only ones that we use on these jobs. Why is that? And just please look through all our videos. In fact, I might make a compilation video, Rick, of all the flaps that don't work, where people have invested their time. They've had to get in a manhole like I am now, and it was all pointless because the flap was the weak link. The flaps were in the right places, everything was correct, but they were just using the wrong flap. So look how easy these are to fit as well. All you need is some pipe grips. You might want a pole if it's a really deep one, and basically go straight in there like that, push it in, give it a wiggle. Well, it says there it goes.
You must always check that it is swinging and it's not getting snagged. If it ever gets snagged, people say they'll cause blockages. The only flaps that cause blockages are flaps that people have fitted incorrectly. You must always triple, quadruple check that there is no snagging, there is no rubbing and nothing like that.
And what you'll see is that touches right on the bottom look perfectly, and it closes and opens.
So you can see Chris is in the manhole trying to get this flap to fit, and from his angle of view where he was stood, he couldn't see that there was about a 9mm gap underneath it. To his eyes, he couldn't see what was going on, but I went in there and checked it again,
and you could see that there was a bit too big of a gap underneath it. And like I say, with these flaps, or in any flap in general, you can't leave any gap. Like, we always keep going on about these roll shield flaps. They literally leave, as standard, a 15mm gap underneath them, which is just absolutely idiotic. If you fit in these flaps, you'll understand that that's pointless. So what I've done now is I've actually moved the flap from the outflow to the inflowing part of the pipe. So you can see now that there's literally only a 2mm gap under there. No rat is going to get under that. But if you leave a flap, even one of our flaps, if you leave it with a 10-15mm gap underneath it, it's not going to work. And I know some people are going to say, well, why has it got a 15mm gap under it? Well, it's because old-fashioned clay pipe wasn't always 6-inch or 4-inch. It was always a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. Hey, we've got the toilet to get flushed now, just to show you how well it works.